Oh, whoa, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? It's Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, tbkc, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful shit. I want to apologize, and I could not find this message, and I'm going to find this message because this very nice individual sent me a post of June Williams. And I didn't understand the post. I didn't totally understand the post. And at the time, he was like, well, you agree. And a lot of what June was saying in the post was about health and this and that and the other. And I was like, yeah, hopefully they keep on doing it. And I'm recanting for this one reason, because I totally did not understand what I was reading. You know what I mean? And so I said, let me make a video. You know, like I told you, I've been dealing with some family stuff. So I had to take this time to make a video about this, because several other people came to me and they said basically what he was talking about is he took a pit bull and ran it to an exotic, and this is why the dog could be in the show, because it was an exotic. And now I'm looking at it like, okay, I don't agree. And this is it. I agree with anybody trying to make their dogs healthier, but I also agree with common sense and proper breeding techniques. Now, this is a problem, and this is one problem. Now, the basic concept, if you don't mind, of taking a pit bull to an exotic, because the pit bull has great genetics, you know what I mean, for health and drive and all of this stuff, that is a basic idea that is good. It's like, okay, where the idea falls apart. The idea falls apart is we've discounted temperament, and we've also discounted the bad genetics of the exotic. When breeding, we don't necessarily get to pick and choose which genes are going to go into the breeding. If we did, that would be incredible. We have probabilities, and we have, a breaking down of the pedigree of understanding that there's a certain possibility that we can reverse certain things, and you know what I'm saying, or make it as little of a percentage as we can that certain things will pop up, a higher percentage that certain things will pop up. We have that based off of genetics, and those probabilities are based off of how frequent it is in the family. The biggest problem with the idea of mixing a pit bull with an exotic is that, for one, it's very, very, very undone, you know, so we don't know how these two dogs' genetics would actually work. Then there's the thing with exotics, that they are not one dog. It's like 20,000 different mixes, and they all fall under an umbrella, and there's no consistency there. We don't really know what it, to this day, hardly anyone really knows what an exotic is, you know, besides those people over there. But even them, if you talk to 5 different exotic breeders and you ask them how exotic was made and what it's supposed to be, they can't tell you. They just go along with a look, and this was this and this was that. So now we have a bigger problem, because we have a lot of mysterious genetics. Then we have temperament, and the pit bull has a temperament far, far unlike any of the dogs that that were probably put in to make the exotic. So now you're gambling that this dog's temperament will remain stable when mixing it with this other dog. And now, what does that mean for the exotic stacking world? You know what I mean? Where you put them on the tables at. Because if these dogs, if you're trying to clean it up and you're trying to add pit bull in there to clean it up, you can't do the table stacks anymore, because more than likely the pit bull genetics are going to make it want to snatch something. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be that close. But like I've told y'all many other times, when you mix genes, it doesn't always come out just straight one way, because a lot of the exotic type dogs, the mixes that they use, are dogs that sometimes are very snippy towards people. So you can mix these genes and you can end up with a, you know, mutated, fiery ass, I want to bite everything dog that has bad breathing and bad hips. And you, you know, this is, I mean, I laugh at it, but this is being very, very realistic. It is not, the concept of it in one way, when you think about it, is like, okay, they're trying to do the right thing. But in another way of it, this would take at least 10 years of patience and real breeding, not something that you would start bringing in the ring and spreading to everybody. This would be more so of a project that maybe 1 or 2 kennels are trying to do, and monitoring what's happening from generation to generation as they play with the blood. You don't do something like this and immediately shoot it out to the public, because we've seen how that's happened. And like I say, dog breeding is just not that way. And more so, I believe that what would happen is that you would have great pit bull genetics disturbed and possibly destroyed by adding in exotics who we all know have issues. And even what's his name, June, making a post talking about health and knowing that things have to be helped out. It acknowledges the fact that, you know what, we have a problem and we have to do better. So with all that being said, you know, it's just something that I would be totally against. I don't think we need any more mixes, as we now have bald Frenchies, we have bald exotics, we have fluffy exotics, you know what I mean? We have exotics that come with fades. Pretty soon it'll be the dreadlock. I seen somebody actually talking about that. The dreadlock exotics or the dreadlock bullies, you know what I mean? Come on, man. And doing all of this, if any of these people actually knew anything about breeding, they would know that they're doing a lot of damage, and all of this mixing is not good in any way or shape or form. We're just making a bunch of dogs that won't have a home, and probably will be a lot of unhealthy dogs, you know? When you breed for fads like this and you're trying to do all this mixing, you do get a lot of people who will jump on the fad, but are they going to make a, you know, however many year commitment that these dogs live? Most people are not. They'll like them as puppies, and then they'll get tired of them and they'll try to ship them off, and it'll increase the problem that we have of overpopulation, and definitely will probably increase the problem that we have with dogs being unhealthy. So, you know, with all that being said, man, that's a big thumbs down. But it is what it is. It's the bully world. Everybody wants to be Dr. Frankenstein. Until next time, y'all, much love. God bless. Peace.